11-3. I'm here with Ken Williams. Ken, this game will probably decide who represents the National Conference in the Cape Atlantic League Championship game played February 28th at Atlantic City High School.
Yeah, Chuck, if St. Augustine wins, they will be the representative. If Pleasantville wins, then it will go back to a vote of the athletic directors in the conference, and at that point, it's anybody's guess who would get that berth in that game. Whether they would go a head-to-head competition, total points, or whether they would go overall record, I have no idea, but I'm sure that Pleasantville's not going to worry too much about what's going to happen down the road. They want to win this game tonight.
All right, the first game played between these two teams, Pleasantville enjoyed a 7-point lead with 48 seconds left, but couldn't hold it and fell in overtime, 71-64. It was a tremendous basketball game, speaking to people who were there. And Ken, when you look at St. Augustine, one of the few teams, probably the only team in the Cape Atlantic League that can match up with Pleasantville size-wise. Of course, everyone knows about Rob Strickland, the 6'9" center. St. Augustine answers with Jeff Yoder, a 6'8" senior, and Yoder headed for Monmouth. Of course, Strickland headed for James Madison.
Yeah, they also have Jim Clinton, who's a 6'8" sophomore, and I guess it's ironic. I believe he lives in Pleasantville, and he goes back, so he'll match up pretty good inside with Clifton Jones. They also have 6'6" Mike Klauser. So they have real good size, and they will match up. I don't think that you'll see Pleasantville tonight in the man-to-man. I think you'll see them in a lot more zone. They've sort of abandoned that man-to-man as their basic defense after they lost that game, and have done much better since then.
All right, you mentioned Mike Klauser, the number 32. He leads the prep with a 20-point per game scoring average. Yoder comes in with 18 points per game. James Gerzik, a 6'5" senior forward, averages 12 points per game. So three players in double figures for the Hermits, of course, coached by Paul Rodeo, and it'll be interesting to watch the coaching matchups tonight, Ken. Paul Rodeo against Kenny Leary.
Two great coaches, I guess you could call them legends. Paul Rodeo in his 19th year at St. Augustine has an overall record of 379 wins and 124 losses. And Coach Ken Leary in his 24th year at Pleasantville, 442 wins and 170 losses. Not a lot to choose between these two great coaches.
Okay, and well, Pleasantville ranked number 4 in the state, St. Augustine number 8, despite the fact that St. Augustine beat Pleasantville earlier this year. And we mentioned that game in overtime, 71-64. Ken, who will our referees be for this evening's contest?
Our referees tonight are Gary Haig and Harry Hurley.
Harry Hurley and Gary Haig, and it should be a tremendous basketball game right here on Simon's Cable Channel 2. The rematch, Pleasantville versus St. Augustine. Now, the Hounds have lost 3 games. We mentioned 1 to St. Augustine, 2 to highly ranked teams, Frankfurt High School out of Philadelphia and Baltimore Southern, a team ranked nationally by USA Today. Kenny Leary has scheduled difficultly this year, Ken, because he knew he had the kind of team that could face the challenge with that kind of schedule.
And he's played tough with those outside competition games. He's lost all 3 of his games, Chuck, in overtime. They could have gone anyway. He just hasn't been lucky enough to pull one of those out, but I think down the stretch, when he gets a run at the Battle by the Bay and the tournament at St. Augustine in a couple weeks and the state playoffs, his team will be prepared and ready to take it all.
All right, 34, James Clinton, 6'8" sophomore. He's been introduced. Number 10, John Teneglia, a 5'10" junior. Number 32 being introduced, Mike Hauser, 6'6" junior. Number 42, James Gerzik, a 6'5" senior. And taking the court now, 0-0, the big boy, Jeff Yoder. He's headed to Monmouth on a full scholarship. The St. Augustine Prep Hermits huddle at midcourt. They're 12-0, unbeaten. And they come in here tonight having already defeated the Pleasantville Greyhounds. It's a packed house. They were lined up outside to get in. They spilled over. You couldn't get any more people in this gym if you tried, Ken Leary.
In our last 3 games, last Friday night at Mainland Girls, they closed the doors. They wouldn't let people in. Last night, which is the first half of this doubleheader at Stockton, they closed the doors. And tonight they closed the doors and they had people lined up all the way out to the street. So basketball is back in South Jersey.
Certainly is. Now being introduced, Noel Gonzalez, one of the more unsung floor leaders of the Pleasantville Greyhounds. Number 34, Clifton Jones, 6'6" senior. He's headed to Duquesne, where he will play in the Atlantic 10 Conference. Number 53, James Brown, a 6'5" senior, will start tonight for Ken Leary. Jamar Perry, who collected his 1,000th point recently.
That was in the last game, I believe, and our congratulations go out to Jamar.
Jamar headed for James Madison along with the big fella, number 55, 6'9" Rob Strickland. He's headed to James Madison, where he'll play for lefty Drizel. The starting lineup for the Pleasantville Greyhounds, Pleasantville St. Augustine. The rematch, and we're glad we have it for you right here on Simon's Cable, Channel 2. Earlier you watched Rowan against Stockton, two nationally ranked Division III teams. We have now two of the better teams in the state of New Jersey, Pleasantville St. Augustine. And now we're going to pause for the singing of our national anthem.
Rendition of the national anthem, Chuck.
Who did that national anthem? Do you know?
I think there were two young ladies. One of the names I got, I believe, was Willie Glenn, and I did not get the other one.
Okay, we have the color guard here at center court. They're doctoring it up tonight. Pleasantville St. Augustine. The rematch, and we have it for you on Simon's Cable Channel 2, brought to you by the Betson Connection. Chuck Betson, Ken Williams, Pleasantville St. Augustine. We're just about ready to tip it off, and this gym, Ken, filled with emotion. You know, we mentioned earlier this year we did a game. The fans here did not seem as excited as they were last year. I guess they took for granted this fine Pleasantville team, but tonight you can feel it in the air, Kenny.
Absolutely, and the entire group of stands across the way behind the St. Augustine bench is filled with St. Augustine fans, so they're going to have their share of cheering tonight, and I look for a tremendous evening show. All
right, Pleasantville wins the tap. They move right to left on your screen. Jamar Perry will run the offense for Ken Leary's Hounds. Goes over to Brown. Brown out to Gonzalez, top of the key. Gonzalez dishes inside to Strickland. Doesn't take the shot, out to Brown. St. Augustine starts in his zone. Strickland puts up his shot. It's good. Rob Strickland hits his first shot of the night. Pleasantville out in front, 2-0. And a steal by Clifton Jones. He goes baseline, puts it up and in. Clifton Jones with an early steal, and the Hounds are off to a 4-0 lead, Ken.
They're putting that zone pressure on with Noel Gonzalez at the top of that of the point there.
That's what Paul Rodeo wanted to avoid. He said he couldn't get behind early. Pleasantville really active on the defensive end early. This is St. Augustine with the basketball. Kalzer gets it to Yoder inside. Yoder puts it up, no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds. It's Pleasantville basketball. Pleasantville basketball. Noel Gonzalez exhorting the crowd, Ken.
They're in this one already, Chuck.
Yoder had a good shot in the lane, couldn't convert.
It looks like they're going to go after big men. It looks like they're going to go after Yoder inside, and it looks like St. Augustine's going to go after Strickland. So this could be an interesting game underneath the backboard.
All right, Rodeo has now changed defenses. He's in a man-to-man, and we have a foul. We have a foul. John Teneglia is going to be called with a reach-in. Harry Hurley with the call. Be the first team foul against St. Augustine. Pleasantville will inbound underneath the Greyhounds basket. They get it to Jones. Clifton Jones headed for Duquesne out to Rob Strickland over to Noel Gonzalez, and Gonzalez will operate the offense. St. Augustine now in a man-to-man. Clifton Jones for three from the corner. Up, no good. Strickland on the rebound. Has it knocked away and stolen. Has it stolen away. And we have a foul on Clifton Jones. John Tenaglia took it away from Strickland, and Clifton Jones fouled him.
Tenaglia is 5'10", but he looks like a midget out there with these in amongst these tall trees. All the rest of them are 6'4", 6'5".
Kalzer will inbound to Tenaglia. As the prep works around the zone, there's a three-point shot from distance, up, no good. Rebound fought for it, goes out of bounds. Mike Kalzer put up that shot we mentioned. The leading scorer for the prep averages 20 a game. Took the three against the zone and could not convert.
St. Augustine in a man-to-man, and Pleasantville opened in his zone, and I think you'll see that most of the game.
Gonzalez on the wing to James Brown. Brown wheels, deals, tries to shoot, and is fouled. James Brown penetrated into the lane, and Kalzer, number 32, draws the foul for the prep. Brown will go to the line for two shots. Ken, surprised to see Pleasantville in that zone.
No, Chuck. They had some problems with Strickland getting in foul trouble early, and they decided, I think, after the last St. Augustine game, they would go back to the zone, which is the defense they played almost exclusively last year and got them to that 30-1 record. And they'll probably play a little man-to-man on and off, but I think you're going to see him in the zone most of the night, Chuck.
First shot up by Brown's no good. He'll get another. James Brown, 6'5" senior, has replaced William Ames in the starting lineup tonight for the Hounds. Second shot up by Brown is good. 5-0 Pleasantville. 6:10 left in the first period. Paul Rodeo talked about he could not get behind early, and St. Augustine throws that ball into the stands, throws it away. It'll be Greyhound basketball. They've already forced two turnovers already. Clifton Jones will inbound right in front of us. Jamar Perry. James Gerzik guards him. The wing to Gonzalez, into Clifton Jones. Jones penetrates into the lane. Off the knee of a St. Augustine player. It'll be Greyhound basketball.
They seem to want to take that ball inside. Pleasantville has not attempted a shot yet from the outside.
They are really attacking inside. Strickland out to Gonzalez. Gonzalez shakes, bakes, shoots. In and out, no good. Rebound fought for. St. Augustine has it. And here come the Hermits, and they throw it away. They throw it away. 3 turnovers already.
Coach Rodeo
and St. Augustine, Ken.
Coach Rodeo telling his troops to settle down, settle down. I think they're really pumped up here, but Pleasantville has come out with a tenacious defense in this zone press and has forced these turnovers.
Brown to Gonzalez. Back to Brown, inside to Strickland. Strickland turns, shoots, scores. Rob Strickland with a turnaround jump shot. Pleasantville out in front, 7-0. We'll see if Paul Rodeo wants to get a timeout here. Chooses not to call when James Gerzik has it. Gets it across inside to Yoder. Yoder spins, passes off inside. Kalzer with a shot up and good. Mike Kalzer with a jumper from the baseline. And finally, St. Augustine gets on the board. 7-2 Greyhounds. 5 minutes left in the first period, Ken.
They're putting a little token pressure on the ball, but they're not playing any.
Strickland loses it out of bounds, and it'll be Hermit basketball.
Real tight pressure defense yet.
I'll tell you, when they put the press on in this gym, it's so small. I think it makes it a little bit more difficult, Ken.
And this zone trap, when you have 6'5" and 6'6" players on the wing, and you have a kid like Gonzalez, as quick as he is, this zone press is tough to beat.
There's another steal. Down to Jones, has it knocked away. He gets clobbered, ball up, almost puts it in. Clifton Jones put up the shot. He was clobbered from behind as St. Augustine turned it over again. I have 5 turnovers thus far for the Hermits, Ken. We got 4:37 left in the first period.
Yeah, they had 2 or 3 errant passes that went out of bounds. That's the first foul on Clinton. That's a team third.
Clifton Jones will go to the line. A silky smooth forward for the Hounds. He'll get 2 shots. First shot up, no good. He'll get another.
I think these teams will settle down a little bit, Chuck. This adrenaline is really, I haven't seen the Pleasantville team this emotionally charged in 2 years.
Second shot up, it's good by Jones. 8-2 Greyhounds, 4:37 left in the first, and this press has given the Hermits all kinds of trouble. Yoder has it. They have 10 seconds to get it up. Cows are looking to get it up. They do get it up to Yoder. There's Clinton in the corner inside. Good pass and feed on the score. Clinton found James Gersick open underneath, and it's 8-4 Pleasantville. Jamar Perry from downtown up, no good. Rebound Strickland. He puts it in. He puts it in. We got an offensive foul. An offensive foul on Rob Strickland. He came up from behind, Ken, and he waved the basket off.
That's his first. That's a big call, Chuck.
Rob Strickland soared over 2 players and got whistled for the offensive foul. Yoder gets it across to Kauser. He's going to take it to the basket. Blocked by Strickland. Run down in the corner by Tenaglia. Tenagliak now penetrates. Tries to get it inside. Has it knocked away. Here comes the Hound with numbers. Down to Perry. He's going to go in for the dunk. Jamar Perry with a slam dunk. And it's 10-4 Greyhounds.
I'll tell you, Strickland has just been awesome here, Chuck.
And there's another turnover. No, it was deflected. It was deflected off a Greyhound, and it will remain St. Augustine basketball. But they're having all kinds of problems with the press, Ken.
They certainly are.
Now Paul Rodeo is going to go to his bench. Tawan Holmes into the game, 6'6" junior.
And Tom Pippin, a 5'5" sophomore. So with his size, this pressure is going to probably really create havoc with him.
They get it up the floor. Mike Pulowski also in the game. Mike Pulowski, they wheel it around to Kauser for 3. It's good! A big 3-pointer by Mike Kauser. He was out on Main Street when he took that one. 10-7, Ken.
That was an NBA 3.
Jamar Perry into the lane, he scores. Jamar Perry takes it into the lane, 12-7 Greyhounds. Here comes St. Augustine moving left to right. Yoder has it, trying to break this press. They get it across. Inside to Yoder, he spins, shoots. Can't hit, rebound Strickland.
Chuck, he's just been absolutely awesome here in his first 5 minutes of this game. He's blocked shots, he's taken rebounds, he's scored. Just absolutely awesome.
Jamar Perry with the ball for Pleasantville. Drives, gets it out to Gonzalez. Gonzalez cross court to Brown. Brown over to Clifton Jones. Jones inside to Strickland. Foul, a foul inside on Jeff Yoder as Rob Strickland took that ball to the basket and was fouled.
If he can take that ball to the basket and force Yoder to foul, that's going to be a real key matchup, Chuck. That's his first, team fourth.
Rob Strickland will get 2 shots for the Hounds. First shot up, no good. Strickland will get another. Chance of overrated come from the Hermit cheering section. Strickland motions up to him. Boy, the emotions are high tonight here, Kenny.
And usually Pleasantville's very low-key, Chuck, but they really are fired up here tonight. This is a big, big game for them.
All right, there's a turnover again. Yoder loses it. Here come the Hounds. Gonzalez in the open floor. He takes it to the hole, puts it up and scores. Noel Gonzalez and Paul Rodeo's seen enough with 2:25 left in the first period here. at Pleasantville High School. The score, the Pleasantville Greyhounds 15, St. Augustine Prep 7. We'll be back with more right after this. We're back with Cape Atlantic League basketball on Simon's Cable Channel 2, brought to you by the Bets in Connection. We're at Pleasantville High School. Second half of tonight's doubleheader. What a great one we've had for you. Pleasantville leads at 15-7. Can the Greyhound press really created problems for St. Augustine?
Absolutely, Chuck. That's extremely difficult to break. Noel Gonzalez on the point is extremely quick, and then you go with Brown or Perry or Jones on the wing that are 6'5", 6'6", and they double team the ball.
Another steal, turnover number 6.
Extremely difficult, and St. Augustine's really having problems with that.
Jamar Perry has it out front. St. Augustine in a straight man-to-man defense. They get it to Clifton Jones. Clifton Jones walks with the basketball. Walks with the ball. Harry Hurley with the call. 2:05 left, 15-7. Again, St. Augustine attempts to bring it up, and that's really been a problem. And there's a steal for Gonzalez. Took it right away from Clinton. Takes it to the hole, and he's hammered. Noel Gonzalez took the ball right off 6'6". James Clinton went right to the basket, Ken, and drew the foul.
And that's Clinton's second foul. He's a big part of this St. Augustine team at 6'8". If they lose him, they have Yoder on the bench right now, I guess resting, but they can't afford to lose either one of those boys tonight.
Gonzalez at the line, first shot up, no good. He'll get another.
Pleasantville's foul shooting early has not been real good, Chuck. I'm sure that that's going to be a concern of Coach Leary. They're going to have
and
to
Yoder and Calzer into the game for the Hermits. Holmes will sit out, as will Tom Pippett. Second shot up and good. 15-7 Hounds, 16-7 Hounds. Yoder yet to score tonight. He's wide open. Wide open, wouldn't take the shot. There's a shot up inside and good. James Clinton scored. Inside makes it 16-9. Wait, Ken, Jeff Yoder was wide open and didn't shoot that basketball.
He was almost at the foul line, Chuck, and did not want any parts of that shot.
Brown operating against Calzer. He drives, puts up a shot. No good. Rebound, St. Augustine, and here comes the prep moving left to right. Calzer. They get it into Yoder. Yoder tries the hoop, puts it up. No good. Yoder fights for the ball. On the floor, here comes Perry. He's fouled. He's going to be fouled by number 32, Mike Calzer, on the foul. Draws the foul. A lot of taunting going on, kid. I really wish the kids would just play the game and not worry about the crowd.
Yeah, Chuck. That's a sixth foul. I don't know why they're going to the line here. I think that's only the sixth foul, and that's Clauser's second. So he has 2, and Clinton has 2. It should be on the side here, Chuck. Yes, it is.
Kenny Williams has it right because it's on the side because it's only the 16th foul. And Clifton Jones will inbound right in front of us. He'll give it to Jamar Perry, and the Hounds will operate. 16-9, 1:07 left in the first period. Inside to Strickland. Back to Brown. Brown to Gonzalez for 3. Noel Gonzalez hits. 19-9, the Greyhounds up 10. Noel Gonzalez with a big 3. If he hits that shot, it's going to be a long night for the Hermits.
Yes, it is.
There's a shot put up on a baseline. No good. Yoder with a rebound. Puts it up. No good. Rebound. James Brown, Pleasantville. Here come the Hounds. They love the push. Gonzalez feels it. Deals it out to Clifton Jones. Clifton Jones drives the lane. Feeds Gonzalez. Up. No good. He draws a foul.
And that's his third. That's Clinton's third if that's on him.
It is on 34. James Clinton draws his third foul.
He's probably going to have to sit him, Chuck. At this point, we're in the first period with 32 seconds, and he's already got 3.
Noel Gonzalez will go to the line for 2 shots. And Clinton's going to have to come out, Ken. Replaced by Tywan Holmes, number 54.
And another 6'6" kid, Chuck.
Rodeo has some size. There's no question about it. Clifton Jones will sit out now.
And Brian Atkins in
for the Hounds. Brian Atkins in, 6'5" senior. First shot up by Gonzalez. It's good.
You haven't seen William Ames, but Ames doesn't play a lot against a team that plays man-to-man out, I don't think, Chuck. He's strictly his shooter against his own, and probably will not get a lot of playing time unless the Hermits go into his own, which I doubt.
Second shot up and in. Pleasantville 21, St. Augustine 9, 32 seconds left in the first period here on Simon's Cable Channel 2's coverage of Cape Atlantic League basketball. There's Kauser bringing it up. He takes it inside, puts a shot up, no good. The Pleasantville defense has really created problems for St. Augustine here.
And Pleasantville's going to spread it out a little bit. There's 10 seconds, and they're going to play for one shot here. Looks like
watch Jamar Perry take it to the rack.
Yep.
He spins, deals, shoots. No good. Rebound Strickland. Puts it up at the buzzer. No good. No good. Proper call. Harry Hurley waves it off. The buzzer went off. So at the end of the first period here at Pleasantville High School, the score, Pleasantville 21, St. Augustine 9. And we'll keep it right here because we want to look at the Pleasantville cheerleaders. And then we'll go to the Betson Connection Calvi Electric scoreboard. Let's watch this cheer by the Greyhound cheerleaders. All right, that cheer brought to you by Ken Williams. He sponsors those cheers. And now let's go to the Betson Connection Calvi Electric scoreboard. Basketball on Simon's Cable Channel 2, second quarter action here at Pleasantville. The rematch, Peeville, St. Augustine. It was all Hounds in the first period. Ken 21-9. The pressure defense, I thought, led to the advantage. There's Yoder inside. The dish is off. Shot up and in. Taiwan Holmes scores inside off a nice feed from Yoder. 21-11. Now we see some St. Augustine pressure.
Now we saw the Pleasantville that we saw last year, Chuck, in that first period. They just came out, tenacious defense, hit the boards hard. Now you're going to see William Ames from the corner with a three.
Oh, he buried that from deep in the corner. William Ames with a three, 24-11. He was outside of the gym. Yoder brings it up. Has trouble with it. St. Augustine's really had trouble with the press. They look like they've never seen a press before. And there's a jump ball.
I think that's going to be Pleasantville.
It'll be Pleasantville basketball. Noel Gonzalez will inbound right in front of us. Gets it into Perry. 24-11. Hounds. Atkins inside with a shot. He scores. Brian Atkins, 26-11. There's another steal. Here come the Hounds. Perry for three. In and out. Rebound knocked out of bounds. It'll be St. Augustine basketball.
Chuck, that was down. I don't know how that came out of there, but it did.
St. Augustine cannot bring the ball up the court. It's unbelievable here.
Tenacious pressure.
I've never seen this with a team ranked as high. There's a foul on Gonzalez.
That's his first, team third, so they're going to take it out on the side.
The Hermits will inbound in front of us. (26-11). It's been all Pleasantville. John Tenaglia gets it over to Kauser. Kauser has it knocked out of bounds. It'll be St. Augustine basketball. Tenaglia. Pleasantville in the zone. St. Augustine really jittery here in the early going. They get it inside, a shot up and in. That was James Gerzik scores inside, makes it 26-13 Pleasantville. And an offensive foul, Ken. That may be on Strickland. Let's see. Yes, it is. Strickland picks up his second foul. It was an illegal pick. 6:24 left in the second. And Kenny Leary may have to sit him down, Ken.
Well, he's got two, so I'm sure he's going to rest him with a 13-point lead here. They can afford to give him a little break here with 6 minutes to go in the second quarter.
That's Gerzik. Kauser for three. No good. Rebound. Fought for. And a foul. James Gerzik, pardon me, clobbered William Ames.
We're going to shoot that one, Chuck.
We are now in the 1-and-1, as Ken Williams points out. Strickland's going to come out, Ken. with 2 fouls, 6:12 left.
Noel Gonzalez is going to get a break.
Noel Gonzalez also gets a break.
Juan Nunnally is in the game for him.
Juan Nunnally in the game for the Greyhounds. 26-13. William Ames at the line for a 1-and-1. No good. We have a lane violation.
Yeah, if somebody was in the lane too quick, so he's
a lane violation against the Hermits.
He's going to shoot the 1-and-1
So Ames
again.
will get the front end of the 1-and-1 again. And he makes that one. Second shot up and good by Ames. 28-13. Pleasantville.
Ames has come off the bench to pick up 5 points already here in the second period.
This time the Hermits get it up. They dish to Yoder. Yoder takes it to the basket and scores. That time they broke the press. Jeff Yoder off a fine feed from John Tenaglia. 28-15.
That's Yoder's first basket, Joe. We were 12 minutes into this game, 11 minutes before he got his first basket.
We'll see if Yoder gets active with Strickland on the bench. Nunnally gets it to Jones. He scores. Clifton Jones puts it in on the baseline. 30-15 Greyhounds. Here comes the prep. Erzik with a nice move. Puts a shot up, no good. Goes for his own rebound. It's on the floor. Clifton Jones goes up high. St. Augustine comes down with it. Shot up. No good. The Hermits continue to fight on the boards. They knock it up again. Boy, 6 shots at the basket that time, Ken. They could not convert. Good hustle that time by St. Augustine.
See the difference without Rob Strickland in there.
There's Perry with a drive. Rebound comes up to Nunnally. He puts a shot up. Clifton Jones tips it up and in. Clifton Jones, 32-15. Pleasantville threatening to blow St. Augustine right out of the gym and right out of the #1 ranking.
Well, they said it was a fluke the first time, and they're trying to prove it, Chuck.
There's Yoder inside with a basket. 32-17. Greyhounds. There's a near steal and an out-of-bounds play. The basketball will belong to Pleasantville. Can we mention if Pleasantville wins, it'll go to a vote by committee, and if this game's a blowout, do you think that could affect the vote on the committee?
Absolutely, because they want to put the strongest team that they can in that game, and this is the second game of the two, and this is, of course, a later game, and it just proves that they have gotten their game together, and at this point in the season are a much stronger team.
All right, and again, the game not over yet. St. Augustine brings it up. They get a steal. Pulowski on the dribble. Swings it around the zone. They get it inside. Shot up. No good. Rebound. Knocked out of bounds. It'll be Pleasantville basketball. Tawan Holmes had a good look at the basket. Couldn't convert.
Little pressure now by St. Augustine, Chuck.
And they throw it the length of the floor down to Atkins. He scores.
Nice play by Clifton Jones.
Clifton Jones with a beautiful pass. 34-17. It's all Pleasantville. Shot up, no good. Juan Nunnally has the ball on the open floor. He's fouled. He's going to be fouled by number 20, Mike Pulowski.
Again, that's his first, Chuck.
1-and-1.
That's a 9th team foul, so in the next one they're going to shoot 2.
With 3:43 left in the second period, Kenny Leary wants a timeout. With the score, Pleasantville 34, St. Augustine 17. We'll be back with more right after this. We're back with Cape Atlantic League basketball on Simon's Cable Channel 2, brought to you by the Betson Connection. Chuck Betson and Ken Williams, 3:43 left, 34-17. It's been all Pleasantville, Ken.
Very, very dominating first half by the Greyhounds, Chuck, with 3 minutes and 43 seconds to go here in the second quarter. They have just been absolutely awesome. In every phase of the game, their defense has been exceptional. They've shot the ball well. They've rebounded. They've played 8 or 9 players, and just the Pleasantville team that we saw last year.
Not only makes the first, he'll get another. 35-17. Second shot up, no good. Rebound, St. Augustine. They'll move left to right. They got a big hole to climb out of, and very tough to operate against the press in this gym. Here's Yoder. Gets it inside to Kauser. Kauser has it knocked away. Wow.
And Pleasantville, Chuck, is resting Gonzalez and Strickland. So they're resting some of their better players. So
Clifton Jones set that one back to Richland. Yoder, and Jones has another block. Clifton Jones just has said, you're going to come in here, and take these shots. I'm just going to send them back to Richland, New Jersey.
I'll tell you what, Duquesne's getting the real prize next year when we'll get Clifton Jones, because he's a complete player.
You know, I said that, Ken, and I didn't mean it to be critical of anyone. I just think Clifton Jones will have the most immediate impact of the three players at the college level. I'm sure Strickland and Jamar Perry will have good careers, but I think Clifton will play right away for Duquesne. 35-17, 3:26 left. St. Augustine needs a basket. There's a three-point shot from the corner, good. A shot good by Mike Kauser, and he turns and talks to the fans. And I'll tell you what, if I'm Paul Rodeo and Ken Leary, I tell my kids at halftime, don't worry about the people in the stands. Just play the game, Ken.
Well, it's
just that kind of emotion. There's a steal by Pulowski. He takes it in and scores. Mike Pulowski with a steal, and it's 35-22. The Hermits making a little run here. A lot of talking going on to the people in the stands. I don't know. I'm from the old school.
Pleasantville's turned it over here a couple times, Chuck. They got to get the composure back.
Jones lost it on the baseline. St. Augustine has a chance to get back into this game before halftime. But they're going to have to break the press to do it.
There's that triple team in here.
Triple team out front. Kauser for three, up no good. Rebound Pulowski. He puts a shot up and in. Mike Pulowski, who's played well off Paul Rodeo's bench here, makes it 35-24 with 2:30 left in the second period.
Went from about 15 down to 11 here, so Pleasantville's got to get a score here.
Perry with a jumper, no good, doesn't hit anything. Does not hit anything. Here comes St. Augustine moving left to right. They get it up to Kauser. Kauser drives baseline, puts a shot up, it's blocked, but we got a foul. We got a foul on number 50, Brian Atkins. And Kauser will go to the line for two shots. And Noel Gonzalez and James Brown come back into the game for the Greyhounds. Looked like that could have been a clean block, but he may have gotten him with the body, and that's what Gary Haight called.
Well, tough to tell from here, Chuck. It was underneath the basket. It looked pretty good from where we were, but we didn't have as good a look as Gary Haight did.
First shot up and in by Kauser. He leads the prep with a 20-point per game scoring average. Only a junior, 6'6". Makes the first, he'll get another, 35-25. Second shot, around and in, 35-26. It's the closest the Hermits have been since early in the first quarter. We have 2:11 left in the second period. Brown takes it to the hole, puts a wild shot up, no good. Rebound is stolen by Gonzalez. He puts a shot up, no good. Rebound is taken by Brown. He puts it up and in.
Nice shot by James Brown that time.
James Brown on the offensive board, 37-26. Pulowski, he's done a good job for Paul Rodeo off the bench. He takes it into the lane, dishes it off. Shot up, no good by Gerzik as he tried to drive baseline, put it in. Could not convert. Ames from deep in the corner. Ames gets it back for three, puts it up, no good. Rebound Clifton Jones, he takes it back up, no good. Rebound Fortmore. Yoder finally comes down with it. And here comes the prep, moving left to right. Gerzik's going to take it to the hole. He puts it up and in, and he's got a foul. Gerzik with a beautiful drive down the lane. Harry Hurley's got the call. A foul on James Brown. Brown's hurt. Basket is good. Gerzik will go to the line.
That's James Brown's first foul. They'll shoot one, but they're now on the 1-and-1 with 1:21 here left to go in the second period.
Gretchik. Correct the pronunciation of that. It's Gretchik. Gretchik will go to the line for two shots, for one shot, Ken, to convert this three-point play. And St. Augustine down 37-28 with 1:21 left.
The Hounds have gone a little bit cold here offensively.
It's good. He makes a three-point play, 37-29. St. Augustine down 8, and they were on the verge of getting blown out of here. Paul Rodeo has to be happy with the fact his team's been able to come back here in the second period.
Well, you see the importance of Big Rob Strickland.
Right, when he's been on the bench, this is when the damage has been done. Clifton Jones scores inside, 39-29. Here come the Hermits. They get it to Yoder, down in the corner on the baseline. Shot up in and a foul. Gretchik scores again, and we have a foul. He'll get a chance to convert the three-point play.
I didn't get that foul, Chuck. I don't know. I think it was on James Brown.
.56 seconds left, 39-31 Pleasantville. Gretchik at the line. Tries to convert the three-point play. Shot up and good. 39-32 Pleasantville, 55 seconds left in the second period here at Pleasantville High School. Pleasantville St. Augustine. We're proud to be bringing it to you on Channel 2. Rodeo up and screaming at his defensive alignment. The Hermits in his zone. Brown puts on the floor, puts it up, can't hit. Rebound fought for. James Brown gets it back. Out to Gonzalez, fakes the three, takes it over to Brown. Brown drives, puts a shot up and in. James Brown, 41-32.
He took it right to the big guy that time, Chuck, and made the basket.
Took it right at Yoder. Gretchik wisely takes a timeout that time. He had nowhere to throw it, so James Gretchik took the timeout. We'll keep it right here with 19 seconds left in the first half. Pleasantville leads it 41-32, and Ken, St. Augustine came back when Rob Strickland went to the bench with his second foul.
Yes, they did. They were on the verge of blowing us out. They were up by as many as 17, I believe, and now St. Augustine has come back and has cut it down to 9. So if they convert this possession, they can go in down either 6 or 7 at halftime, and that's going to be a big morale boost for the Hermits.
We mentioned St. Augustine comes in undefeated 12-0, and Pleasantville 11-3. One of the 3 losses came to St. Augustine. At stake tonight, a berth in the Cape Atlantic League Championship game. Of course, that's providing both teams win out, which they probably should. Ken mentioned if Pleasantville wins, it'll be decided by a vote on the committee. Cape Atlantic League Committee, Ken.
And that's going to be played, I think, the 24th of February, Chuck, at Atlantic City High School.
Maybe the 28th. I thought it was the 28th. We'll have to check that.
I wrote it down somewhere, Chuck, and I can't remember where I put it.
All right. 41-32, 15 seconds. We'll see what kind of shot the Hermits come up with. They'll wait for the last one. Pulowski, Anaglia, into the corner. Steele Brown. He's got it in the open floor. Drives to the hoop. Can't convert, but William Ames is there for the dunk. And at the buzzer, the Hounds score, and they leave the floor with a big slam dunk by William Ames. The score at halftime, Pleasantville 43, St. Augustine 32. Ken, let's run down the scoring.
Okay, let me get this second period total, Chuck. Give me a second.
All right,
here.
before you do that, I'll remind everyone that on February 10th and February 11th, the Battle by the Bay will be held at Atlantic City High School. Tremendous high school basketball, a 2-day extravaganza featuring these same Pleasantville Greyhounds. They'll take on the Shawnee Renegades in a much-anticipated rematch of that game in the Tournament of Champions. The Pleasantville-Shawnee game will be played Sunday at 2 p.m. Battle by the Bay also in that tournament. Pleasantville will meet Atlantic City High School. That game will be Saturday night at 8 p.m. Ken, you ready with the scoring?
Yeah, okay, for Pleasantville, who had 43 points at halftime. Noel Gonzalez has 8. Clifton Jones has 9. Jamar Perry has 5. Rob Strickland has 4. William Ames came off the bench in that second period to pick up 7. Juan Nunnally has 1. James Brown has 5. And Brian Atkins has 4. And for the Hermits of St. Augustine, Jeff Yoder has 4. Mike Kauser has 10. Jim Gritzik has 10. Mike Pulowski has 4. Dewan Holmes has 2. And Jim Clinton has 2.
All right, once again, the score here at halftime, Pleasantville 43, St. Augustine 32. Now let's go to the Betson Connection Calvi Electric scoreboard. Welcome back to high school basketball on Simon's Cable Channel 2, brought to you by the Betson Connection. Chuck Betson, Ken Williams. We're at Pleasantville High School halftime. The Greyhounds lead it 43-32. Ken got off to a great start, Pleasantville. Then St. Augustine actually outscored the Greyhounds in the second period.
It was 23-22, but that was without Rob Strickland, Chuck, and he was a dominating force in that first period. Had block shots. He scored 4 points, just an outstanding rebounds. He played an outstanding, probably the best quarter I've seen him play, at least this year, and he sat the entire second period, and the Hounds hung within 1 point. So with him back here in the third quarter, seems to me like they could go back and start to dominate this game.
All right, Paul Rodia is going to have to get some offense from Jeff Yoder. Ken, what did he have in the first half?
He had 4 points, Chuck.
All right, he averages 18, so he's got to get him into the offensive flow.
He only had 4 points in the second period, and that was without Strickland, and that's what I feel anyway, he should have probably been given the ball and dominated inside. But with the pressure that Pleasantville's putting on, it's dictating a lot of things that St. Augustine can do, and that pressure defense has been very successful.
43-32 Pleasantville, and the Greyhounds not only wanted to win this game, I think they wanted to blow out the Hermits, and we'll see if St. Augustine can hang in. That'll create a very interesting situation for that committee that has to decide which team will represent the National Conference in the Cape Atlantic League Championship game, which we will have for you on Simon's Cable Channel 2. What a year we've had. Did the first live broadcast of a high school event, Mainland Holy Spirit. And now we have high school basketball.
Yeah, that playoff game, Chuck, I found it is on a Saturday, February 24th.
All right,
at Atlantic City High School.
At Atlantic City High School. St. Augustine will open up. They'll move right to left. Yoder gets it on the baseline, spins, puts up a circus shot, can't hit it, gets his own rebound, puts it up again, can't make it. Third shot up, no good. Look at St. Augustine fight on the boards. Fourth shot, no good. Yoder again. Fifth shot, still no foul. Sixth shot. And look at that tenacity. Look at the tenacity on the boards by the prep. Paul Rodeo up on his feet, screaming at his charges. They had 8 shots that time, Ken.
Yes, they did, Chuck, and they had position inside, and they were not deep rebounds, and Pleasantville just could not get the ball.
Jamar Perry answers with a beautiful spin. Makes it 45-34 Pleasantville. So all that work for St. Augustine, and Perry made it look easy. Pulowski gets it to Yoder. Yoder thinks about the shot, pulls it out.
Yoder looks like he's winded a little bit, Chuck, here.
Mike Pulowski. They get it inside to Yoder. Yoder on the baseline, puts up a shot, no good. He's having a tough night offensively tonight. Pleasantville 45-34, they have the basketball.
He's headed for Monmouth College, Chuck, along with Joe Potke from Holy Spirit. So they'll be teammates up there next year.
They get it inside to Strickland. It's knocked away. Here come the Hermits, trying to beat the Hounds down the floor. Good pass. A block by Jamar Perry. Jamar Perry took that basketball and knocked it away. Gonzalez, he hits. Noel Gonzalez with a jumper. All goes for the steal. Knocks it away. It'll be St. Augustine basketball. Larry wanted that call.
A couple calls at one end and now another call at the other end. Both coaches wanted it to go the other way, and neither one of them got it.
Leary wants the pressure on. They get it inside. Stolen away by James Brown. This is the way St. Augustine started the game. Tentatively on offense. Clifton Jones on the baseline. The Hermits in his own. There's a hold against Yoder inside. A hold against Yoder. He's holding Strickland.
That's his second, Chuck, so he's not in any real problem.
Substitution. Paul Rodeo will go to his bench.
That's Jim Clinton back. Now he's got 3 fouls, Chuck.
Clinton back in the game with 3 fouls. He picked them up early. He's been on the bench a long time. Ball knocked away by Yoder. It'll be Greyhound basketball.
And the Hounds are trying to get that ball down inside to Strickland again, which was very successful in that first quarter when they built that early lead.
Perry inbounds it to Gonzalez. Short jumper. Gonzalez is blocked by Clinton. Yoder has it. Here come the Hounds. Pulowski in the open floor. Gets it inside to Clinton. Clinton puts a shot up. No good. Rebound tapped up. St. Augustine hitting the boards hard, and third period here, and James Clinton scores on an offensive board, makes it 47-36, so Hermit's down 11. Perry from outside, he hits. Jamar Perry with a three. 50-36, here come the Hermits. Clinton takes it to the basket, draws the foul on Strickland, that's his third. Rob Strickland picks up his third foul. Harry Hurley has the call on the baseline. And Clinton will go to the line for two.
Can't afford to lose him again, Chuck.
First shot up and good. Second shot up, no good. St. Augustine gets it back. Pulowski has it in the corner. They get it down to Gerzik. Gerzik's wide open in the lane, takes it to the basket, knocked away. On the block, here comes Gonzalez. It's good and he's fouled. Noel Gonzalez scores.
Big basket for the Hounds, Chuck.
And he'll go to the line for a three-point play. It all started with a block by Clifton Jones.
This could be a three-point play.
52-37, 5:05 left in the third. Gonzalez at the line. Picks it up. Three-point play, Noel Gonzalez, 53-37. There's a turnover, ball's loose. Yoder has it. St. Augustine really having trouble with the pressure. Gerzik gets it to Clinton. He scores. Good feed that time from Gerzik to Clinton. Put the basket in. Strickland with a turnaround jumper. It's deflected. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll be Pleasantville ball.
Off the leg of the St. Augustine player, Chuck. Coach Rodeo substituting very freely here.
There's a shot from the corner up. No good. Yoder has a rebound. Here come the Hermits in the open floor. A three-point shot by Kauser. It's good. It's good. Mike Kauser hits a three, 53-42.
They're downtown threes, Chuck. They're not even close to that line. They're NBA threes. He's thrown up.
Jamar Perry to Brown. Brown with a jump shot up around, no good. Rebound St. Augustine. James Clinton, he's played well here. And now it's going to be Pleasantville basketball.
Looks like Ames is going to come in here replacing James Brown.
It was a turnover, Ken. Underneath, St. Augustine, I thought had that ball, but Ames to Gonzalez. To Ames. Back to Gonzalez. He looks for Strickland down low. Gonzalez off the he has it stripped away. Stripped away and stolen by Yoder. Here come the Hermits. They push it up. Clinton in the corner. Takes it to the basket. Puts a shot up. It's blocked.
And again, Clifton Jones.
Clifton Jones knocks that shot away. 53-42. To Naglia. There's a block. A block on Strickland, and that's number 4. Harry Hurley with the call. A block on Strickland. He picks up his fourth.
Chuck.
With 3:42. He's going to have to sit down.
And this was the problem the first time. He got in foul trouble.
Strickland will go out with 3:42 left in the third.
Coach Lear is not happy with that call, neither is Rob Strickland.
Shot from the corner. Kauser puts it up. No good. Clifton Jones falls out of bounds, saves the ball. Here comes Perry. Perry on bringing it up. Puts a shot up and in. Jamar Perry takes it coast to coast. 59-42. 55-42, pardon me. Clinton has it. Short jumper. It's good. like this kid, James Clinton, a 6'8" sophomore.
I think he lives in Pleasantville, Chuck. He's got 7 points there.
Smooth on the baseline.
Yes.
Perry to Gonzalez. St. Augustine in a straight man-to-man. 3 minutes left in the third. Pleasantville by 11. 55-44.
St. Augustine in that man-to-man again.
Clifton Jones from downtown. He hits. Clifton Jones with a three-pointer makes it 58-44 Pleasantville.
They dropped off of him and he just fired.
There's a pass to Yoder. Yoder takes it to the basket. He's fouled. He's fouled by Jones.
That's his second, Chuck.
Fouled by Jones.
He's going to give him this is going to two-shot foul. He's going to call this, Chuck.
Yoder will go to the line for 2. Yoder averages 18%.